Hello, good morning, welcome. Today we are building a 35cc engine. It was really bad when I got it yesterday. When I stripped it down yesterday. Pistons a wee bit scored, but we sort of sorted that out. Rings are perfectly fine somehow. This didn't move at all. I had the whole thing pulled apart and now it spins nice and freely. So, we're now going to start reassembling this engine. These are all the screws, we'll get a wee bit of copper grease in them. Oh, I slipped the clutch. So, just dip your hand in oil and sort of put it all around the bearings. Nice bit of oil around there. Bit of oil in the piston. Bit of oil in the conrod, in the bearings, on the crank pin, down there. Just oil up the bearings. That's the thing with these two-strokes. A lot of people don't do that. Whenever you rebuild a two-stroke or any type of an engine, you always want to put a wee bit of oil on it so to help it to get to go. You always want to do the back side of the conrod, not just the side facing you. You always want to do it all the way around it. And once you that's handy, get a wee tray of oil. Just a wee tray, you don't need a big one. I got a big one because I submerged this in oil. Just a wee one. Just get your finger. Move around. And then do the same with this. Get a wee bit of oil on your finger, rub it around the bearings, inside the bearings. If you can't fit your pinky finger in there. Just give it a wee rub. I'm losing my voice a little bit and I have the flu. But I'm still coming out to do YouTube videos and videos for use. Just a wee bit of oil all the way around inside them bearings. And because these bearings are a wee bit seized, you just want to spin it around a wee bit. Just loosen them up a wee bit. That husband actually looks to be okay. So at the minute, that doesn't spin, but we'll just pull this off again and we'll do a little spin trick with it. Ow, and I just got oil in one of my cuts. Great. So we'll just show you a wee trick here. Right, so I'll just show you a wee trick here. This is the non-flywheel side, so we'll just put that in there. So, right, now that's in, and we'll just start moving that there to loosen up the bearings and the wee balls inside it. Just slowly move it around, and this will start to release the bearings and get a bit of oil around it. And you can just hear it there. It's a wee bit bindy, but and I just spin. Just do that to release the bearings. Just do that till you feel happy, until it like spins freely like that. So yeah, they're spinning freely. That didn't spin a while ago. if you want it off, just give it a wee tap with a hammer. Always remember to put your nut on before you hit it with a hammer. You don't want to bend the crank. I've seen people do that, and I've done that before myself. Just a wee tap on the nut releases the crank. So, now, we'll put this back in. Put you to bottom dead center because it's easier to work with. We'll give that wee piston a wipe down before we insert the cylinder again. Now, where did that nut go? If it doesn't go in, just give it a wee bit of a tap with the hammer. Always put your nut on the crankshaft end there, and don't be afraid to hit it too hard, but don't hit it too hard now. I always like to set it sort of there on the bench, then hear the tone difference. Still needs to go in a bit more. So now that our side's in, so now bit of oil in your finger, rub it around there on the crankshaft. Bit of oil in the finger, there. If you want, give it a wee wipe, give the crankcase a wee wipe down if you really want, if you still think there's a wee bit of residue, but all there is left in here is oil. And it's always good to see that those bearings now move freely, and they'll start moving. They'll move better whenever we start this engine up or start turning it over at higher RPMs with the drill to and now I'll just get these big screws and we'll slide them down in. So there. And there. And this is going to pull the crankcase into the other side of the engine. Ah, I love Richie Remo. His songs are so good. So I'll just get our torques set here. And I think they were M5 torques. I'll soon tell you. What says that? M6. That one, I think these are in the wrong order. Whoever's using these last, put these in the wrong order. Yeah, there we go. And whenever you're putting the crankcase back on, you want to sort of do it in a hex pattern order. And then just push down a wee bit. And now you've got the crankcase going down and now you have the crankcase down and nearly sealed. We shall get the socket. And join me in part 2 for the next bit of it. We'll hopefully be starting it up.